Hey, what's up, everybody? I'd like to welcome you to a new episode of Word on the Skreets. And what exactly is Word on the Skreets? Well, Word on the Skreets is a place where I give you the information that I just found out on the interwebs. It might be wrong, it could be right, but either way, it's coming your way. So just go ahead and sit on tight, y'all. Let's go ahead and get this Word on the Skreets going. Yo, check this out. Before we do get on that, though, I need you to do me a huge solid. If this is your first time coming here, hit that subscribe button. Once you do that, there's going to be a little bell that pops up. I need you to go ahead and tap that onto the all notifications. That way, you know when I drop a new episode of the podcast, like I did on Monday or Tuesday. You get the notification when I drop a new word on the streets, like I'm doing today, Wednesday, or a vet bro reaction, like I do on Thursdays and Fridays. So if you want to get some of those notifications, you got to hit that bell, hit that all. Not only that, I need you to go ahead and comment in the comment section what you're thinking about the episode as it goes through. Let's have a conversation. I get told when there's notifications, and I'll go up in there and we can have a convo, man. Especially with this one, when I was growing up as a kid, I saw what people would do for a Klondike bar. But right now, with these stories I'm gonna tell you, you're gonna trip out on what people would do for money, yo. It is a little bit on the cray cray side, to say the least. But before you do dip out of this conversation that we're going to be having here today on Word on the Streets, I would like you to give me a thumbs up if you dug it and a thumbs down if you didn't. I only ask that if you do thumbs down it, give me the reason why. You know what I'm saying? That is all I really ask y'all to do for me to help support this podcast or this channel in order for it to grow. All right. So let's get into today's story, y'all. Today's story is going to take us out to Taiwan. All right. Where we had two geniuses who thought that they came up with a grand scheme on how to get rich quick. All right. So check this out, man. This dude named Leo or Lio, I'm going to say Leo because it just sounds easier to me, talks to his homeboy Chang. And it's something like around along this conversation occurred. Hey, yo, Chang, check this out, dog. Um, I'm in some debt to these gangsters and I need the money like ASAP. So I need you to help me out with a favor if you wouldn't mind. It's really, really important that I get this done. And you're my dog. You say you're my ride or die. Would you hook me up? And Chang's like, of course, homie, I got you, dog. We known each other since we were kids. We grew up together. What you need, fool? I got your back all the way. And he's like, well, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take a trip down to my side of town. We're gonna jump on the motorcycles and we're gonna go cruising. All right. That way people could see that we were out cruising on the bikes. Tracking? Yeah, yeah, I got you. That sounds too easy already. And then what we're gonna do is I ordered up a box of dry ice. Okay. What you need the dry ice for? We can go sell some body parts or something. I mean, you got a human liver that you took out that you need to go sell on somewhere. It is Taiwan. Or, what you need the dry ice for, man? You trying to keep some shit cold? You got some ice creams? You want me to be a paletero? What's up? Like, nah. What I'm gonna need you to do before all of that is take out a couple of policies on the insurance. One for travelers, one for death, and one for accidents. Specifically for frostbite. So he starts thinking and putting two to two together, and Chang's like, whoa, 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 whoa. What you need me to do with that dry ice, man? I mean, this is I'm putting frostbite and dry ice together. It's kind of sounding kind of suspect. Well, Leo tells him, look, dog, you say you were my homie, you say you my ride or die. What I'm gonna need you to do is stick both your legs inside of this bin that's filled with the dry ice to the point where it's severe frostbite, and they amputate your legs. So Chang was like, "Whoa, whoa, 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 whoa! Time out, pimping. You're gonna make me lose both my legs for a bit of money from an insurance because you fucked up and you owe some gangsters money." And he's like, well, you say you my homie, right? You say you do it. Like, well, how much am I going to get out of this? Like, well, I talked to an insurance salesman, and I could get about 1.3 mil for this little incident. And from there, I'll take the part that I need, and you keep the rest. So I'll give you about 800,000. I'll just keep the other change. You know what I'm saying? To pay off those cats. So he's like, you know what? Done. Done deal. Because with that type of money, I can get me some Lieutenant Dan legs. You know what I'm saying? Some titanium, some of that space fucking shuttle stuff. Let's do this. Like, all right, man. So the homeboy Leo, sure enough, takes to the plan. They go scoot around on the scoots, come back to the house. They got the dry ice already. They put it in the bin. And he tells his homeboy, hey, check this out. This might hurt a bit. So what I'm going to need to do is zip tie you so that you don't rank out and leave in the middle of the process. And he's like, do what you got to do, pimpin'. I got you. I completely understand. So he zip ties him, bro. There's pictures of this on the interwebs. Look it up on Google Images. This fool Leo or Lio zip ties his homeboy Chang onto the damn chair, grabs his feet and legs and dips them into those bins. The ones that your wife probably throws, junk in and then puts them in the garage and never gets rid of them, but claims that she's going to take them to the garage. I mean, to the storage. Yeah, those. And he leaves it in them. He leaves his feet in there and ankles and legs there for not just 1 hour, not 3 hours, 10 hours, y'all. He left it in there for 10 hours. These geniuses then finally take the legs out, and he takes them. Leo takes Chang to the ER. All right. While they're at the ER, he's telling them, yo, my homeboy got severe frostbite. Can y'all do something, blah, blah, blah. And Chang's like, yeah, my shit's got frostbite, yo. The doctor's kind of like suspect, like looking at him like, yeah, that's definitely frostbite. And that's definitely severe enough to have to amputate below the knee on both legs. But certain red flags came up onto the doctor, and he ended up writing some notes. One was that it's pretty odd that for somebody who's having severe frostbite while riding a motorcycle doesn't have any signs of wearing socks or shoes. It was too clean and too symmetrical, according to the statements that were made by the doctor. And then what these morons failed to tally up in their heads was that they're in Taiwan, a subtropical fucking country. And the temperature that day was between 42 degrees and 60 degrees. So what happens? Well, let me tell you what happens. Here in the United States, we have what's called the SIU. I know this because I worked in insurance, specifically in claims. And I used to love translating the calls between the SIU, which is the Special Investigations Unit, and the claimants, especially when they were like total losses or like stolen vehicles. These fools will find out everything. Everything? Everything. Chief, I remember there was this one where this lady slipped and fell. Well, I can't really discuss too much about it, but let's just say, long story short, it was fraud, and it was discovered to be fraud. And that's basically what these geniuses ended up getting into. Apparently, the insurance company did an investigation, and lo and behold, they got busted. These fools trying to scheme or trying to scam 1.3 mil. Well, the insurance company did end up paying out $7,200. That's right. They thought they were getting 1.3 mil. They got 72. And let me just go ahead and pump the brakes on that. They didn't get 7,200 because it got seized. Bunch of dumbasses, y'all. Bunch of dumbasses. And honestly, it makes me think about, first of all, what kind of homie is going to ask another homie, to, put themselves through torture because of some dumbass financing that he did. Oh, it gets better, by the way. That genius Lau, or well, this fool right here, because it has to be him, obviously. He's the only motherfucker with two legs. This fool right here, Liao, this fool, turns out that he made up the whole story about the gangsters. What turned out happening was that this fool dumped a bunch of money in crypto, didn't know how to work the stock markets or whatever, and lost it all. He lost a lot of money, apparently. And the only way he could make it back up was by taking advantage of his good friend, who's probably a little bit on the Riri side, if you think about it, and have him amputate his fucking legs, bro. What the fuck? I mean, now not only are they going, not only did they not get paid, they ruined their future and career. Oh, by the way, did I mention they're 23 years old and we're in college? All right. Well, that's all. Cancel Christmas because you're going to the joint now. And Leo is going to be in there longer because now they're charging him with they're charging Leo with, I'll tell you right now. It says here. Um Shit, I just had it here, bro. Well, they're charging them with like additional charges for causing serious injuries. One of the things that tipped off the insurance was that they had gotten the insurance policy a few days before the incident happened. And then that's an automatic red flag in any insurance company. You take out a policy and you just happen to have a claim open for something that is related to that policy, that's a red flag. Then your dumbass goes and claims frostbite in Taiwan when the temperature is between 42 and 60 degrees that day. And then this was just a complete fuck up from the beginning to the end, yo. And at the end of the day, Zhang received a payout of $7,200, but the money was seized, according to the Taiwan news. But check this out. You would think that this was something you would never hear about again, right? I got to thinking, like, man, are people really that stupid? I thought only people in Florida would do dumb shit like this. Oh, no. No, no, no. Get this. It also happened here in the States, but not in Florida. May I introduce y'all to this character out here in Springfield, Missouri. The Spring Willow? Oh, Willow Springs, Missouri. A Missouri man allegedly tried to commit insurance fraud by paying someone to cut off both his legs and stage a tractor accident. Now, check this out. The word on the streets is that this fool called up a homie that lives out in Florida, told that fool, hey, come up here, dog, bring a hatchet. I'm going to need you to chop off both of my legs. Turns out that I'm a paraplegic. I don't need them anymore. I'm 60 years old. And it's a good way we can get some money out of it. You know what I'm saying? I'll kick you down a little something, something for doing it. All right. So what ends up happening, let me read what it says here. All right. This is here from the Oddity Central website. Shout out to Odyssey Central. That way y'all can't get me. First of all, it got hacked up, according to him, by what's called a brush hog. I had to look up what a brush hog was, and luckily it shows it here. It's basically a fucking huge ass motherfucking what's that shit called, man? That cuts grass. Lawnmower. A huge ass lawnmower that's getting pulled by a tractor. This fool said that he got hit by that, right? But when the police arrived there, they noticed that the legs were gone. They were nowhere to be found, as well as the cuts were too clean. You know what I'm saying? So this thing looks like it would slice you up worse than fucking Stevie Wonder with a scalpel. You know what I'm saying? So it don't look like it would do too well. So with that being said, this genius here tried to do insurance fraud. Unfortunately, and fortunately for him, um, he kind of admitted to it all prior to filing the insurance claim, so they couldn't get him with insurance fraud. Good old American laws. And and even though the paraplegic could not be officially charged with insurance fraud, the sheriff's office was so annoyed with the waste of time and resources that it considered pressing charges for filing false police and EMS report. The problem was that the man's injuries were so severe that incarceration was virtually impossible. So they decided to let him recover in the hospital instead. You know, if you're stupid enough to do something like that, you deserve what you get. I think they should have thrown that fool in jail. Uh, but then again, he really didn't commit a crime other than just being a stupid criminal. You know what I mean? Hey, yo, remember I was telling you that there was pictures of the amputee up in Taiwan? There it is right here, dude. There it is right here. If you can see, let me click on it, see what happens. Come on, come on. There it is. Man soaks his legs in dry ice for 10 hours to fake frostbite for insurance fraud. So check this out, man. You guys can go to Oddity Central and check out these stories. Once again, that's all I got for y'all here today on this Wednesday with the Word on the Skreets. We're gonna call it Word on the Skreets Wednesdays, and I love alliteration, as you can see. So I hope y'all enjoyed this one. If y'all didn't, too bad. Guess what? I got something for that ass. Yeah, y'all better like it. And if not, I got something else. That's right. I'm getting all these fucking, what are they called? Sound effects. But it just sucks I don't have a soundboard. Eventually I'll get one. Anywho, with that being said, thank you for being here on the Word on the Skreets Wednesday for the 20th March 2024. Let me tell y'all one more thing. I'm gonna leave y'all with the story of the day. Or not even a story. I'm gonna leave y'all with a little bit of advice, y'all. Especially for y'all females out there. This is for y'all females, which I know there ain't none listening. But if there is, check this out. When you're at the grocery store, all right, if you're at the grocery store, it's okay to put your phone down and use both hands to pull your groceries out of the cart and put them on the conveyor belt. Because if you're holding your phone with one hand and just doing one at a time, it's going to slow the process down by 2. All right? So you can put the phone down. It's not like you were even on the fucking phone. You were just there recording your son, who's a newborn. And then when it's time for you to put your stuff onto the conveyor, you don't do it. So do me that quick solid. Make sure you use both hands to put your shit on the conveyor belt. All right? It'd be awesome if you were able to do that. There was something else to follow that. I know that she had pissed me off more than that. She was just like an annoying little shit. And yeah, dude, like, come on. Oh, don't have these long conversations with the motherfucking the cashier, because some of us are in a hurry to get back home to actually cook. So don't be a cunt. Put the phone down. Use both hands to put them up on the grocery conveyor belt, and then pay for your shit. All right, that's all I gotta say. Anywho, that's gonna be your Word on the Skreets for today. I hope y'all enjoyed it. This is D-Lo letting you go. Till next time, hey, you got something that I need to hear about that's going on the streets that we don't know about? Shoot them to onthegunline@gmail.com. Make sure you tap on the subject Word on the Skreets. That way I know what it's for. Because if not, if you don't put anything on there, I'm just going to think that you're just sending me something to just look at. So put either Word on the Skreets in the subject or Vet Bro Reaction in the subject line, all right? All right, too easy. With that being said, y'all have a great one. Go check out the podcast that I did with this Navy cat who seemed like he was targeted, or, well, it was just a naval nightmare. Let's just say that. Go check it out. It's over there, episode number 309. I'll catch y'all tomorrow with a Vet Bro Reaction. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank y'all for being here with me during Word on the Skreets. And I'm out.